Good morning. Thank you for joining me for today's Owl Wisdom. Today I'm going to teach you a tool to help you be a more deliberate thinker. Why would we want to be a deliberate thinker? This usually is a good tool to help people with anxiety and intrusive thoughts or overwhelming thoughts. And so to be a deliberate thinker gives us back the control of what we choose to think and then ultimately how we choose to feel. So the cancel, clear, delete tool is a great tool to use for this. So let's say we're having some overwhelming thoughts and we are really afraid about the future right now because we remember in the past when maybe this adversity or situation has happened before. It's bringing up all these past fears and experiences. And so now maybe we are very afraid of what might happen in the future. And so maybe it's a scenario where you wake up and these thoughts are already hitting you for the day. And you're like, oh, I just woke up and I'm already worrying about this. So cancel, clear, delete helps you be that deliberate thinker by choosing to, not choosing, but what you're going to do is you're going to stop. It is a choice. You have to choose to stop. And you can't really stop a fast-moving train already, but what we can do is change our attention, change our focus. And so cancel, clear, delete helps us physically. We kind of close our eyes and we can see the thoughts running through our mind, right? And so cancel, clear, delete, you can think about, I think it's Tinder or whatever, like you swipe right or left or something. Anyway, this is what you're going to do with these thoughts. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to see these thoughts, the worried thoughts and how you're worried about this and that. And you're going to, what is it? You swipe right to get rid of, I think. You're just going to cancel, clear, delete. I am pushing this whole thought train out of the forefront of my mind. And then you're going to choose to think something else, right? So I am going to then focus on, thinking then the deliberate thoughts about, I'm going to think about the weather. I'm going to think about my garden. I'm going to think about a project I want to start on. And if you can't even do that, which somebody with anxiety like me, I understand how hard it is sometimes to even think deliberately on something else other than what you are anxious about. So this is when I suggest popping in a headphone, one headphone even, and putting on a podcast or a book on tape or some music, holy scripture, something that you can then refocus on, that you can then go, okay, I am choosing, I don't want to think these thoughts. I am choosing to think these thoughts instead. And so that cancel, clear, delete, where you can close your eyes, you see it, you're going to swipe that away, and then you're going to intentionally, deliberately refocus on something else. I'm just giving it a moment. Is there anything else we need to talk about? I think this tool is very effective. And I want to throw out there that sometimes when our anxiety is too loud, a simple, doing this, it doesn't really shut it up. And we might have to think of something else to do. We might actually need to move our bodies, call a friend, somebody who then can help us regulate our nervous system, because their nervous system is cool, calm, and collected, so it can bring us back down. This is where we're kind of reaching out, strengthening those 7 pillars, right? How do I check in with myself? How do I get others to help me? But it's all in this practice of self-awareness. Cancel, clear, delete. So yeah, I feel like this is a good message and a really easy way to get you. Again, the point is to, in the Buddhist sense, detach from these thoughts, right? We are detaching from identifying with the thoughts and believing that the thoughts are reality. We look for the facts. We look for what is true. And the worry and the rumination just kind of snowballs. So this is where we kind of keep ourselves in check and we go, no, I am choosing to not think about that right now. And this is what we needed to circle back on. The difference between setting something aside and suppressing. So suppressing is like, no, I'm not going to think that. No. And then we might turn to a substance or a distraction, right? To get us to not think about the thing that we actually need to think about. Whereas choosing a deliberate thought and choosing a healthy distraction, you have given, the thought train, a couple laps. You've heard what it has to say, and you say, I hear you. You're validated, because a part of you is worried and in fear and trying to protect yourself. But then you just say, okay, but I hear that. These are the facts. This is what we can focus on. This is what we can do. And I am choosing to now focus on this. I don't want to worry about this. I want to focus on what I can do, how I can be productive, how I can self-soothe or reassure or validate myself, instead of suppressing, as in turning to alcohol, rolling a joint, gossiping or hurting others, or online shopping, right? We're being deliberate with our actions as well. We're not just suppressing. I'm going to completely ignore this. It's okay. Thought cycles, thought train. You've had a couple rounds, but I'm going to hop off this train and I am going to focus on something else, because that's what's productive. Worrying about the past and worrying about the future is not going to help you in the present moment, right? So cancel, clear, delete, and then refocus. All right, everybody. Let me know how this helps you, and I'll see you next Sunday. Take care. Bye.